नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सत्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम् मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। संग्राममय जीवन धरा पर विजय रथ ले हम चले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। हो समर्पण लखन जैसा, राम जैसा त्याग हो। भीष्म सा हो नियम पालन, शौर्य में अभिमन्यु हो। आपदाओं को कुचल कर वीर बालक हम चले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। बुद्ध जैसे कारुणिक हो, धीर हम महावीर से। ध्रुव जैसे निश्चयी, सत्याग्रही प्रहलाद से। दुर्दम्य सारे संकटों में अग्निपथ पर भी खिले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। हनुमान से सेवाव्रति, जिज्ञासु हो नचिकेत से। कर्मयोगी कृष्ण जैसे, वीर हो हम पार्थ से। बलिदान गोविंद सिंह सहो, स्वार्थ सारा ही चले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। देशभक्ति हो शिवासम, प्रेम हो गौरांग सा। स्वाभिमान प्रताप सा हो, तेज झांसी वाली सा। जलते शहीदों की चिता से, हृदय में अंगार ले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। संग्राममय जीवन धरा पर विजय रथ ले हम चले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। ध्येय ज्योति नित जले।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
रेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरः पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
तरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। संग्राममय जीवन धरा पर विजय रथ ले हम चले। सद्गुणों की साधना
सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनऊ रघुवर विमल जसु जोदायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरन विराज सुवेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस वदन तुम्हारो जस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संभारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता सवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महा सुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
Jai Shri Krishna. In Zoom meeting, if you want to turn off the notification of Zoom chats, then click on the chats and then click on these three dots. Turn off notifications, click on that. Click on the mute option, and now chat's notification will not disturb you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Now, it's not just about learning the Gita, it's also about playing with the Gita. On the auspicious occasion of Geeta Jayanti, the Geeta Jayanti Olympiad has been launched by Geeta Pariwar. This Olympiad is open to everyone and participation is completely free of cost. The Olympiad includes 5 weeks and 5 special rounds where each round combines learning with play. And finally, there is the grand finale, a magnificent live competition. For every activity, you will earn credits, and these credits will help you move up the leaderboard. Along with the joy of playing, there are prizes worth ₹1 lakh, certificates and special recognition. So come, don't just read the Gita, live it, play with it and celebrate it. Register now at play.learngeeta.com.
सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बह
Jai Shri Krishna. I, Jharna Makhija, feels deeply honored to welcome you all on behalf of Geeta Pariwar on this blessed Sunday, the 25th, as we gather for the sacred interpretation of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. At the very outset, I humbly bow down to the subtle and divine presence of Revered Swami Shri Govindadev Acharya Ji, whose constant guidance, blessings, and spiritual direction continue to illuminate our path and inspire us in the sacred journey of understanding Gita Ji. Bhagavad Gita is not merely a scripture, it is a timeless divine dialogue that enlightens our intellect, purifies our thoughts, and gently leads us from uncertainty to clarity, from restlessness to inner peace. Before we begin the session, let us have a brief understanding about the Zoom. If you have no sound, kindly plug in your headphones or increase the volume. If your chat box is blinking continuously, tap the bell icon at the top right corner to mute the notifications. If the voice is breaking, check your internet connection and, if possible, use Wi-Fi. If the screen is not visible, click on Start Video in Zoom. And if the screen is blurry, this happens due to slow internet speed, so try switching your network. If Zoom keeps disconnecting, you can also watch this session from YouTube. Also, if it suddenly closes, then you rejoin using the meeting link. Today, we gather here on this auspicious occasion of Ratha Saptami, a sacred occasion dedicated to Lord Surya, the divine source of light, life, and consciousness. This revered day signifies renewal, good health, and the onset of the harvest season, while marking the sun's auspicious journey. And as he rides forth in his radiant chariot drawn by 7 celestial horses. Also, this day is a divine manifestation and healing grace of Lord Surya, who dispels darkness, removes ailments, and guides us towards righteous living and reverence in our gratitude and our praise. So let us immerse ourselves in the sanctity of this divine occasion and receive the benevolent blessings of Lord Surya in today's Gita interpretation session. So before we begin the session, let us invoke the divine blessings with a prayer to lead this. I would like to humbly invite to take prayer Sunita Soniji, who is from Ambala. She joined Geeta Pariwar in Jan 2022, giving Seva as technical star, group coordinator, mentor GC. Didi, kindly take the prayer.
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Thank you, Didi, for such a devotional prayer. Now let us move towards the auspicious Deepa Prajwalan, where the divine light guides us on the path of truth and righteousness. Mr. Prajwalan, I would like to invite Srimati Vijaya Mishra ji, who hails from Sambalpur city. She joined Geeta Pariwar in 2025 and gives seva as a group coordinator in Geeta Pariwar. Didi, kindly do the Deepa Prajwalan.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृताम् कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
A very devotional prayer indeed. It gives me immense pleasure to share that the 45th new batch of Gita studies is commencing from 30th of January. In addition, there are registrations for Gita Olympiad are still open, and I humbly request everyone to kindly visit play.learngeeta.com. With deep reverence and gratitude, we are truly blessed to introduce respected Shraddha Didi Raodeo, a devoted disciple of Param Pujya Swami Govinda Devgiri Maharaj Ji, who selflessly serves the sacred mission of Geeta Pariwar. By the divine grace and blessings of Param Pujya Swamiji, respected Shraddha Didi has been entrusted with the responsibility of President of Geeta Pariwar, Bhagyanagar, Hyderabad. She has been closely associated with the online Geeta classes since August 2020, offering devoted seva across multiple dimensions of Learngeeta, including training, examinations, monitoring, literature, publication in 13 languages, and serving as a Vivechak on the online Geeta Santa classes. Her inspiring contributions include guiding the first ever jail classes where inmates memorize 12 chapters of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā and successfully cleared the Pathik examination, marvelous indeed, as well as nurturing young hearts through Bal Sanskar and Gita teaching over a decade. A harmonious blend of Shraddha, Seva, and discipline. Respected Shraddha Didi brings with her rich professional experience of over 13 years, along with strong academic foundations in engineering and IT management. Today, we humbly welcome her as a sincere and blessed instrument of Gita wisdom and divine grace. Didi, with folded hands, I request you to kindly guide us on the teachings of the 10th chapter.
Yes, Krishna Didi. Thank you so much. Before I begin, I wanted to confirm if I'm clearly audible. Am I audible, Didi? Okay. Thank you. A very warm welcome to the session, all of you. Let us begin by remembering Param Pujya Gurudev Swamiji, with whose blessings we all are here today to explore this very beautiful chapter. Let us all begin with the Prarthana. Hari Om. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Shri Gurave Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Atah Tanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Vathaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayana Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Matti Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavati Mashtadashatyayini Amba Tvamanutangadhami Bhagavati Bhavatvishim Om Shri Gurave Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha Hari Om. A very warm welcome to the session again, all of you. This is a beautiful chapter. Last week we have seen some very important shlokas of this chapter, which give us a background of what this chapter is all about. Why do we need to? This is a very common question that comes to our mind. What is this Vibhuti Yoga all about? Why are we even exploring these? If we look at the chapter in totality, there are no very good, very deep principles or very philosophical knowledge in this particular chapter. But this chapter in itself has a very different importance from a perspective that it develops the foundation of our understanding about Paramatma. What is Vibhuti? How has Arjun come to this point where he is asking Shri Krishna, tell me about your Vibhuti. We see in the seventh chapter, Balam Balavatam Chaham. There are a couple of Vibhutis that have been listed by Shri Krishna. And these further, after answering a couple of questions in the 8th and 9th chapter, here Arjun is wondering that if you are present at so many places, I would like to know where all you are present and how does this knowledge help us? That one question comes to mind of many sadhaks. In this context, I would like to tell one example. We must have seen how children read. We suppose somebody asks a professor, can you read, an English professor, can you read English? He will say, of course I can. Similarly, if the same thing is asked to a small child, he will also say, yeah, I can also read. Now, ask a small 3-4-year-old kid, can you read English? Now, kids these days are smart. What will they say? Of course, I can also read. And they will begin. So, once you ask them a question, they will start reading. How will they read? T-H-E, the. If they're asking the newspaper, N-E-W-S, new, S, news, P-A. That is how they will start reading. Does that mean whatever that child is reading, is he understanding it in real sense? Is he understanding exactly what is being written in the newspaper? No. But can you deny the fact that he is able to read the newspaper? No. He is reading the newspaper, but still doesn't have the qualification or the caliber to understand what he is reading yet. Similarly, going a little higher in age, 6th, 7th grader will be able to read, might or might not be able to understand. But still will be able to go to a certain extent. As the age increases, as the education increases, the qualification increases, the caliber increases to understand what is written in the newspaper. But does that mean that the exploration that small in which the small kid had started reading the newspaper with ABC is not important? It does not reduce the importance unless that ABC is done. The greater amount of reading is not possible. Unless the basic foundation is known, unless that basic terminology we are acquainted with, unless that basic knowledge we possess, we will not be able to explore further. We will not be able to explore the language as such. We will not be able to understand the language. We will not be able to get the crux of this English language unless we know the ABC of that language. Similarly, unless we understand where is Shri Krishna present, unless we understand these vibhuti, we will not understand the Paramatma Tattva, which is the accumulation of all these vibhutis. Unless we go through these small elements where Paramatma is present, we will not be able to understand him in totality. So this chapter is all about building a foundation of devotees' knowledge. And how this chapter begins with the foundation of our knowledge. Shri Krishna has said one very beautiful slok which we have seen last time. Tesham satitayuktanam bhajatam prītipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam buddhiyogantai yena mam upayanti. I myself give the intellect to understand. I myself give the knowledge to people who are totally dedicated to me, who are devoted to me. Such a beautiful thing of Ramakrishna Paramhansaji's life, if you see. He did not have any basic education to begin with. He was not bothered about having this basic education, but the provision for all his education was made by Kali Mata itself. She has sent the Guru for him. She has ensured that he gets the greatest knowledge of all the world. And she has done that arrangement. The Paramatma himself will ensure that the knowledge comes to such people. And then we have to start from the 11th slok today. It's a very beautiful slok which says how we small children, once we understand the vibhutis, where all the presence of Ishwari Tattva is present, where all Paramatma Tattva is present around us, when we start understanding this, how Shri Krishna comes to our rescue, comes to help us, becomes our steering force and saves us through this entire world. Very beautiful slok we will be beginning with today. The 11th slok. Teshamivanukamparthamahamadhyanajantamah नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. Now, this in relation to the previous slok where Shri Krishna says that because they are Satata Yukta. What is the meaning of Satata Yukta? My devotees are always dedicated to me. They are so completely devoted to me that apart from me, there is nothing else that engulfs their mind. Nothing else engages their mind except my thoughts. So for such devotees, I am ensuring that they get all the knowledge. And here the word that Shri Krishna uses is Tesham Evanukampartham. The word here is Anukampartham. That is a very basic principle of science. The company means small trembling. Now, any place, any object where this friction or small trembling is going to happen, the surrounding area is going to experience that tremble or that shivering. Just for instance, if our mobile you keep and the mobile is starts vibrating, it's kept on a table, and if the mobile starts vibrating, what will happen? The entire table will start trembling a bit. The vibrations are felt with the place around the place where the vibration has originated. Similarly, this vibration, if this vibration originates at one place, as a reaction, every action has a reaction. That's a very basic principle of science. So, Just as every action, every tremble, every wave that comes from a devotee, as a reaction to that wave that is coming, the wave of devotion that is coming from the devotee, what is happening? Anukampa is happening. I give a further reaction, and that is my krupa. There is a very popular statement in Hindi which says, संतों की ईश्वर की अनुकंपा के बिना कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Anukampa. It is not kampa. Kampa is the initial thing that the devotee feels for the Paramatma. Anukampa is what Sri Krishna is assuring us that he feels for us. So as a part of my Anukampa, as a part of my blessing, as a part of my grace on this devotee, what will happen? I will burn all the, I will drive away all the ajnana, the ignorance. Aham ajnana jantamah. Out of ignorance, whatever is, whatever darkness is within them, I will destroy it. Nashayam yatma bhavastu jnana bhasvata. I light a lamp of what? Knowledge within them. I light a lamp of knowledge such that they will be they will be luminous. Bhasvata, they will be luminous. And we have seen this. How the light of knowledge has been lighted, lamp of knowledge has been lighted for Ramakrishna Paramhamsaji, and it has enlightened, he has enlightened the whole world. At the age of 8 years, Gulab Rao Maharaj had very basic education. He went to school for very few days. And Swamiji says the kind of scriptures that he has written are the best in this entire world. There are no scriptures that come even close to what Gulab Rao Maharaj has written. He was blind by birth. And for such a person, where does all the knowledge come from? Little bit he could listen from his gurus, from people, learned people around him, but where has this come from? Anukampa, from the devotion that is there within them. From the devotion, Sharananda Maharaj, from where has he been able to write all these beautiful scriptures? The devotion within them has lit that lamp of knowledge, which is not only enlightened them, but the entire world around them. That is the grace that Shri Krishna is talking about. After listening to all this, Arjuna is filled with devotion. He already is filled with devotion, and now he wants to know more. And how does he request to know more? He starts praising Shri Krishna. Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam bhanidevam vibhum. What Arjuna says, after listening to all that he has listened so far, he realizes that you are the real Brahma, Param Dhama, the supreme abode. Now, whatever Arjuna is saying, the joined hand, he is saying, now I have started understanding you. A little bit I have started understanding you. What am I understanding about you, Hey Krishna? I am understanding that you are the Param Dhama, Param Deva, Param Bhagavan. You are that supreme power. Who it is now entire Bhagavad Gita. Now we all know that Bhagwan Veda Vyasi has written that Sri Bhagavan Vacha. We all know him as a Param Pita Bhagwan, but Arjun has started realizing that he is not just a human being. You are Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. Not just Dev but Adi Dev. What does that indicate? You are the actual Chaitanya Tattva, the supreme power, which is responsible for not just creating the universe, not just creating the creatures, but even the gods. The creator has been created by you. You are engulfing everything. Param Pavitra. Param Pavitra Brahma Tattva. You are the supreme, most pious, pure Tattva, Paramatma Tattva, who is creating this universe, not just creating this universe. You are the one who are responsible for the entire running of this universe. This universe is working because of you. And is this for the first time that Arjun is getting to listen to such things? Not at all. He has learned such things, he has heard such things earlier also. So he adds, Ahustvam rishayah sarve devarshirnaradattatha asito devalo vyasa swayam chaiva pravishine. It's not that I'm hearing it for the first time. I have heard from a long time. Now, from his childhood, Sri Krishna has been doing Leela, which has stunned the entire universe, has stunned the whole world. Obviously, Arjun is aware of all this because Arjun is not just a friend or a devotee. He is the he is also the brother cousin of Parampita Paramatma Shri Krishna. So he knows from childhood. I have seen the entire Gokul was totally crazy about you. Not just Gokul. Even when Veda Vyasi comes and when he is meeting Bhagwan Shri Krishna, he is bowing down to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. These things Arjuna has seen from a very young age. From a very young age. Now, even when Pandavas were doing the Rajsuya Yajna, in that Shishupal was present and Shishupal started saying all rubbish things about Shri Krishna, started uttering so many things. And at that point of time, Bhishmacharya, Pitama Bhishmacharya, was the most learned, most victorious, most courageous, most skilled, skilled and respected personality of that era. Bhishmacharya stood up and he started telling Shishupal, what are you saying? The subject of that discussion was that Pandavas, all five Pandavas, during the Rajsuya Yajna, they will also worship Shri Krishna. They will also wash the feet of Shri Krishna. That was the topic of discussion, and Shishupal started saying, "Who is this Krishna? What kind of suggestion is this?" And when such a topic came up, Pitama Bhishma stood up. The Pandavas worshipping Shri Krishna is a very small thing. Shri Krishna is so mighty, so great that the Paramatma of the Vishwa, all the gods of this universe should come and worship Shri Krishna. He is that mighty. Who is saying this? Bhishma Pitama. So Arjun is mentioning that from a long time I have been listening to all this. Many from long time these Devarshis, who all? Narad Muni, Asita Rishi, Deval Ji, Vyas Muni, Vyas Rishi, all of them have told this, and I have heard from all of them about this greatness of yours. However, now see that greatness, Arjun also took it lightly. Not that he has not heard of it, but whatever he heard, he took it lightly. Vedavyasji, Naradji, so much praise they have been showering on Sri Krishna, but all of it, Arjun took it as a formality. But now Sri Krishna Swayam Chaiva Bravishime. Now you are telling this on your own. Well, everybody else has told all these great things, but now when you yourself are telling me, this is something I am finding it very different. So initially I didn't pay attention to it, but now I am realizing this. Now when Arjun is saying this, that I am realizing all these things now, I am realizing your greatness now, whatever earlier was heard by me, I am understanding the importance of it now. What does that indicate? It also indicates that Sri Krishna did not let him know his greatness. He was portraying himself as a normal human being. Though he is the mighty Paramatma, he has not shown off that greatness in front of Arjun. He did not let Arjun know about his greatness. That is the might of Parampita Paramatma. And further Shri Krishna says, further Arjun says, Sarvame tadratam mani yanmao vadati keshava nahi te bhagavan yakten virudevanadhanava. Swayame tadratam mani yanmao vadati keshava. Whatever you are saying, I completely understand it is true. Ritam, the word here, Ritam means it is the truth. There is absolutely no doubt. I have no doubts about what you are saying, whatever you are telling about yourself. I absolutely no doubts. Nahi te Bhagavan Yaktim, you are not just an ordinary person. You are a man. You are not just an ordinary person. You are a manifestation. You are Parampita Paramatma. You are God himself. And who can know you? Nobody else except Vidur Devana Danavaha. Nobody else can know you, not the gods, not the Danavas, not the demons, not the gods. Nobody who can know you. Only you know yourself. Hmm? You only can tell about yourself. I can go and ask anybody. I can ask Parampita Pitama. I can ask Bhagwan Veda Vyasi, but what you will tell me about yourself, that nobody can tell me. Hmm? And one hidden meaning of this shloka, no matter how much you try to understand God, we all also, by the means of learning Bhagavad Gita, are trying to understand Him, trying to explore the deeper meanings of whatever He has said. But this will come to whom? This will come to the one who is chosen by Parampita Paramatma himself. Unless he chooses that you can understand him, you cannot understand him. The time when Arjun decided, Arjun wanted, Arjun was chosen by Shri Krishna. When Shri Krishna decided that Arjun should, this is the right point, right time when Arjun can understand me. When Arjun has accepted the discipleship in the second chapter, when he says, Shishya Steham Sadhinam Swam Prapannam, and it's with one sentence he has won over Shri Krishna, and Shri Krishna decides that okay, he can understand me. That time Arjun got an opportunity to understand Parampita Paramatma. At this moment, take a moment to appreciate your own luck. We are the lucky ones chosen by Shri Krishna to understand Bhagavad Gita. By the means of this Vibhuti Yoga, we are getting an opportunity to know His presence across the entire universe. We are also the chosen ones. Sometimes it is always, a good thing to do. For a moment, we should just put Arjun aside and put ourselves in his place and feel that this entire Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna is telling us. And when we do that, that blissful feeling will come to us that you are telling me what you are telling me. Now, one small phrase, soi janai jehi deha janai. In Hindi, this the phrase is there, which means that only when God wills, when He wants us to know Him, we get an opportunity to know Him. Otherwise, not. We all are also blessed. Let us consider ourselves in Arjun's place and feel the emotion with which Arjun is saying these shlokas. What he says further, स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तमम् भूतभावन भूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते. O God of all gods, who will know you better than you yourself? You only know yourself well. And who else can know you? You only know yourself properly. कौन जान सकता है? Who can know you? स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तमम्. Now, this is very understandable. He is the creator of this entire universe, all the creatures, whether it is gods, Rishi Munis, all the creatures around us, everything. He is Bhutesha. The word here used is Bhutesha. Bhuta Bhavana Bhutesha. You are the source of all the beings, all the creatures, and you are Bhutesha, you are the God, you are the Lord of all the beings. If everything has originated from you, how will those creations of you know what you really are? A child is born out of the parents. The child has known the parents from what time? From the time of the birth. There also first 10, 20 years memory will be lost very fast. At 10, 12 years, by the time the child grows up to 25, 30 years, he has no memory of what has happened in the early 10 years. So the memories that he has about his parents are almost 30, 35 years old. But The age of the parent is what? 16, huh? 55, 60 years. By that time, half of the life of the father, mother, parents is already over. We don't know. So, who can know that parents, when only those people who have known them from their childhood, they will know, inka aisa tha. So, there is a limited knowledge that about the creator a creation can have. Beings who are created from you, they will have only limited knowledge about you. Similarly, that's the point Arjun is trying to bring up here, that the creatures who are born out of you, they will not be able to tell everything in totality. Though they know your might, but your might is truly known to whom? It is known only to you. So, what I want from you, Arjun says, you have told me something about yourself. Till now, you have told me a little bit about yourself in Akshara Brahma Yoga. See, this chapter is 10th in the position. Already in the 7th chapter, a little introduction has come where some vibhutis Shri Krishna has already told. Then in the 8th chapter, a little more knowledge comes. So Arjun says, you have told me about yourself, but whatever you are told is something. I don't want you to wait on something. Don't wait only on something. You tell me everything. What Arjun wants Shri Krishna to tell. Vaktumarhasya sheshena divyayatma vibhutayah याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकायमां व्याप्य तिष्ठसि. I don't want you to wait on something. I want you to tell me everything. Asheshena. Without keeping any reservations. Don't reserve anything for yourself. Tell me everything about you. I want to know everything. So you should tell me everything about yourself. Bhaktam arhasti sheshena. What I want to know, Arjun is requesting him to tell about all the divine vibhutis, yatma vibhutayah, all your glories. Now, here we can take a moment to understand this word vibhuti. Vibhuti is taken in different contexts. It is in context of prosperity. Prosperity, it is the Vishesh Samriddhi, Swamiji says, it is the great prosperity, it is the mighty prosperity. What is the prosperity? The prosperous places. Tell me about your divine prosperity and your divine effects. Your divine effect, the effect that you have on yourself, on the entire universe, your prosperous presence, your power stations. When I look at those places, now, for instance, when we think of Ayodhya, we will automatically think of Sri Ramji. The moment that this word Ayodhya will come to our mind, we will automatically think about Ramji. So, similarly, what are these places? Where when we think of Kailash, automatically that since our mind will think about Bhagwan Shivji. So, where are such places? Already Shri Krishna has told that I am present everywhere. My presence is present everywhere. Arjun is saying, where can I now? I can look around everywhere. I know you are present everywhere, but there must be some special places which will remind me of you, which will tell me about your great glories, which will tell me, which will remind me of the effect you have on this, impact you have on this universe, of what you mean to this universe. Such places, such things, such items I want to know about. I want to know about your Aishwarya, your Samriddhi and your Prabhav. I want to know about your glory, about your power and your impact on this entire universe. The moment we think about this Dhanush and Ban, we are reminded of whom? Sri Ramji. The moment we think all these items, they remind us of something or the other. Such power points, such places, such things which will remind me of your divine glory. I want to know about those places, and these places are known as vibhutis. These special places which remind us of your divine glory are the vibhutis, and I want to know about you. It is true that you are present everywhere. You are Imam Sam Vyapyatishtati. You are existing everywhere. But there must be some special places which will very prominently remind me of you. I want to know about such places. Katham vidyamaham yogin swam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan mayam. Such a beautiful thing Arjuna is saying here, that I can see, I can feel you. But I want to know, how will I know? Katham vidyamaham yoge swam sada parichintayan. How will I know those places where your light is prominently present? I want to know those places where your presence can be prominently experienced. So please tell me about this. And why? Because keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan maya. Because when I want to remember you, when I want to think about you, if I just close my eyes and think of that place, I should be reminded of you. What kind of, if at that place, when now Sri Ramji is Vibhuti of Parampita Paramatma, when I think about this Vibhuti, I know how to inculcate those values in my practical life. When we think about all these Vibhutis, what are they for? They are so that we can get the traits of Parampita Paramatma. We can understand the different things of Parampita Paramatma. We can get all those things that he wants to tell in our life by looking at these vibhutis. By looking at these vibhutis, when looking at these special places, what will happen? I can get your memories in my day-to-day life, and I can bring some upliftment to my own life. This is the main purpose of understanding the vibhutis. When I see these places, I should be reminded of you. That is the main emotion that Arjuna is having. And how does he want to know? Already he has told Asheshena. I want to know in totality. I want to know completely. I don't want you to tell me a part of it. I want you to tell me everything. He elaborates the same point here. Vistarenatmano yogam vibhutim cha janardanam bhuyah kathaya triptehi shanvato nasti nimratam. Vistarena. Now here he has also said one more thing. Bhuyah kathaya triptehi. Again, you have already told. I understand that you have told me about your glory earlier, but I want to know again. And how I want to know? Vistarena. I want to know in detail. Explain in detail. This question comes in question paper, isn't it? Explain in detail. I expect you to tell me everything. Don't reserve anything for anything. Just tell me everything. I want to know. Here he has used one beautiful adjective for Shri Krishna, Janardana. You are the God of this entire, you are the Lord of all the beings, and that is because you are the Lord of all the beings, you know all the details, you can explain this to me in detail. And I want to know this again, because though you have told me earlier, I am not satisfied, I am not content with what I have known so far. I want to know much more than what you have told me so far. So I need to know more details. I want to know this Amrit, this nectar, I want to experience all over again. And in reply to all this praise, all this beautiful request that Arjun has made on our behalf also for Sri Krishna, thanks to Arjun that he has done this stuti of Paramatma, that we have come to know of these beautiful vibhutis. Before Sri Krishna starts telling about his vibhutis, please wait, I will tell you. But one small disclaimer he has given. What is that? Shri Bhagavan Vacham हन्तते कथयिष्यामि दिव्याह्यात्मविभूतयः प्राधान्यतः कुरु श्रेष्ठ नास्त्यन्तो विस्तरस्य मे. Okay, I will tell you everything, but what will you do by knowing everything? What is the point of knowing everything? There is so much, there is no limit. There is no limit to how much, I can tell you about my vibhutis, about my presence. So what he's explaining here, Hantate Kathayishyami, I will tell you. But I'm only going to tell the prime vibhutis. I'm not going to tell you. Here he also uses Hantate Kathayishyami Devya Yatma Vibhutayah Pradhanyata Kurushreshta. The adjective he uses here is Kurushreshta. Like you are the greatest amongst whom? Amongst all the Kuru Vansh, in the Kuru Vansh, in the Kuru dynasty that you belong to, you are the Shrestha, you are the supreme one. I am also going to tell you only my supreme vibhutis, only selected few prime vibhutis I am going to tell you, and not all of them. Why so? Shri Krishna can, because this is endless. Though there is, you would want to know everything, but there is no end to this infinite manifestations that I can do. There is no end to this infinite presence that Parampita Paramatma has, and individual's mind cannot take it. Now, in a human mind, our human mind is greedy for everything always. When in Mahabharata there is a story of Bhim meeting Bhagwan Hanumanji. So Hanumanji, when he sees this, Hanumanji also loves Bhim, both Pavanaputra. So Hanumanji also wanted to meet Bhim. And when Bhim saw Hanumanji, this old monkey form Hanumanji has taken and come to meet Bhim. Now Bhim, our normal human nature, Hanumanji, he is very happy to see Hanumanji and requests him, Hanumanji, I am so happy to see, but I want to see you at that form. Which form? The one you have taken in Lanka during the battle between Sri Ram and Ravan. You have taken a very scary form, and your original roop I want to see. I want to see your original form. Hanumanji says, see Bhim, you are in Dwapar Yug. You are a human being, much smaller in size. I understand you are very brave. I understand that you are very courageous, but don't ask me for that form. It is very, very scary for you. That form is not meant for you. Being, he says, no, I want to see. Hanumanji says, that was Treta Yug. That was a different yug altogether. You will not be able to see that form, Bhim. But we request, no, please. We also do that, no? We insist, no, please, I want to see. And then Hanumanji for a moment starts assuming. He has not even assumed the whole form. He starts taking that whole his original form. And the moment Hanumanji starts going in this form, slowly, gradually, when Bhim sees this transformation that is happening in Hanumanji in front of him, he starts getting very scared. He says, no, enough. I just want you to stay in the form that you are. I'm happy. I'm so glad you came to see me in this form. Similar thing has happened to Arjun. After listening to these vibhutis, he has asked for Vishwaroop, and the same thing has happened to Arjun in Vishwaroop. When he sees this Vishwaroop form, Arjun is also very scared. So our human mind is curious, and out of curiosity, we tend to make such demands, but we are not in a position to handle these demands. So Shri Krishna says, you will not be able to understand because these vibhutis are endless, infinite. There is no end to my vibhutis. So you will not be able to understand. You will not be able to get all of them. But I will tell you the pramukh ones. I will tell you the main vibhutis, the significant vibhutis. I will let you know. Hantate kathayishyami divya ihatma vibhuta pradhan chatak kurushreshta. Why? Because nastyanto vistarasyame. there is no end to this expansive, to this things that I can tell you about. And Shri Krishna now starts with his vibhutis, with the special places which will remind us of Shri Krishna. And what a beautiful place to start with. The first vibhuti that he gives is so beautiful. And the most important one, what is it? Ahamatma gunatisha sarvabhutashayasthitah ahamadasya madhyancha bhutanamantahivacham. The first one, Ahamatma Gudakesha. First, he is confirming, you are Gudakesha. He is telling Arjun, reminding Arjun, you are Gudakesha. What is Gudakesha? The one who has complete control over his sleep. So, listen attentively. Why he is Gudakesha? Because Arjun could control his sleep completely. He could wake up at any time, stay awake for as long as he wants. He had a complete control over his sleep. So, are you listening? Are you attentively listening? The first one, first vibhuti is Aham Atma Gudakesha. You are Atma. Yourself is your first vibhuti. Amongst all the creatures, the Atma, the subconscious that is present within them, that is me. That's yourself. So where is my first place where you have to look for me? It's within us. It's within yourself. So we ask, where is Shri Ramji? Ramji kahan hai? He's in Ayodhya. He's elsewhere. He's in temple. No, but first Ramji is within us. In our olden days, see our parampara, this knowledge, Ahamatma Gudakesha, Sarva Bhutashaya Sthitha, Bhutashaya. What is this meaning? What is the meaning of this word Ashaya? Ashaya means taking refuge. In what? Taking shelter. Ashaya is shelter. That shelter I have taken where? Amongst all the creatures. So, the very basic, very fundamental principle of our scriptures, of all our scriptures, is that Paramatma is present everywhere, but you have to remember he is present in all creatures. That is the first and foremost lesson of our scriptures. And in our olden days, even the most uneducated person of this country has had this knowledge. How do we know that? In our parampara? In the olden days, how people used to wish each other. They would say Ram Ram. The moment they will look at each other, they will say Ram Ram. Even now, our Varkaris, Ramakrishna Hari, they will do Namaste to each other. Why? Because when they say they wish at each other with Ram Ram, there is a Ram within me, there is a Ram within you. I go down to the Ram within you. When any conversation is starting with that salutation, nowadays people start good morning, good afternoon, hello, hi. Meaningless all this is. But our olden way of greeting Ram Ram, in Gita Pariwar, what do we say? Jai Shri Krishna. I bow down to the Krishna Tattva within you. I bow down to the Rama Tattva within you. The very basic manners in our parampara, in our way of living, have been enforcing and reinforcing this principle that the Atma Tattva which is within me is also within you. That kind of vision has always been a very crucial part of this society. So, Shri Krishna has also first enforced the same thing, that I am this Atma. And I am also what? The source. Ahamadishcha matvincha bhutanam anta evacha. I am also the origin of all the beings. Whatever life we are able to live from our origin till the end, whatever is happening, this is happening because of Paramatma. And also after our life is over, where all our souls are going, that this final dissolution place is also going to be this Paramatma Tattva. All these are the bhutis of Paramatma. What is the crux of this entire flow? That internally we all are connected. There is the same flame which is lighting all of us. The same flame is lighting each one of us, and we all are connected. This point he has not just said here, multiple times. Even in the in one of the slokas in the 18th chapter, Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Brahmani Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shvapake Cha Pandita Samadarshina. Whether it is an intelligent person or Brahmin or a cow or an elephant or Shuni Chaiva Shvapake Cha, everywhere in all the creatures. Pandit, the Pandit is the one who has this Atma Bodh, such a person who has the enlightening from Parampita Paramatma. He is able to see the same tattva, the same element, the same divine spirit in all the creatures around him. So, this is the first very, very basic advice from Parampita Paramatma. It's such a beautiful, this has been in our bhajans also. तेरे नाम अनेक तू एक ही है, तेरे रूप अनेक तू एक ही है. The entire Srishti, the entire universe is originating from him, and all the other things that we see around us are what? Are the manifestation of this same prime tattva. Further, Sri Krishna continues to tell about his other vibhutis. What are those? Adityanamaham Vishnu Jyotisham Ragaram Shaman Mariche Marutamasmi Nakshatra-namaham Shashi. Adityanamaham Vishnu. Now we all know that Aditi and Aditi were the two sisters. So Aditi had 12 sons. In those 12 sons, this first vibhuti is the Vaman Prabhu, Vishnu Bhagwan. The Vaman was his first avatar, the Vaman avatar. Amongst his 12 sons, this first vibhuti is Vishnu. And then amongst all the things that illuminate the universe, the Akash Mandal, which illuminate the sky, illuminate the universe, amongst all those things who illuminate the sky, I am Surya Bhagwan, I am Ravi Ramshaman, I am the Surya, I am the sun god. And then Marichar Martamasmi, there amongst the 49 types of Vayu, Marichi, Marichir Marutamasmi, amongst all the different types of Vayu, amongst the different types of wood, I am the Marichi. Again, this is Marichi Vayu is me. And in the celestial objects, amongst all the celestial objects that you see, amongst all these nakshatra, there are different types of constellations. This the moon god travels through after all these constellations. Nakshatrana Maham Shashi, amongst all the nakshatra, there are total 27 nakshatra. Amongst all those nakshatra, I am the moon god, I am the moon. Further he continues, Vedanam Tamavedosmi Devanam Asmi Bhasavaha Indriyanam Manaschasmi Bhutanam Asmi Chetanam. Now, Vedanam Samavedosmi, amongst all the Vedas, we all know there are 4 Vedas. This actually, in the beginning, there is just one Veda, entire knowledge was in one Veda. Bhagwan Vedavyasji has categorized entire knowledge, understanding the limitations of a human intellect. He has classified the entire knowledge into 4 Vedas, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaved, Atharvaved. All these Veds he has created. Amongst all of them, Samaved, Shri Krishna says, is my vibhuti. Why Samaved? Samaved is Gana Ved. All the hymns, it is the music, it's the prime, it is a Sangeeta Pradhan. It is the uniqueness of this Samaved is it is a Ved that can be sung. It has all the stutis, all the stotras which can be sung, and that is the beauty of that Ved. Also, there are, four Bodhavakyas. Of the Bodhavakya means the four essential principles that come from Vedas. Hmm. Um, Among them, the one prime sentence that comes is Tattvam Asi. You must have also heard about it. So, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvam Asi. Like that, there are four four important Mahavakya, which are very essential for a human birth. It is considered that we should know all, we should try to explore all those people who are learning the scriptures, who are learning Vedas, learn Vedas around these four sentences. In that, the one that is most important, which is considered very important for all students, is Tattvamasi. This comes from Samaved. Hmm. So, from all these perspectives, also, Samaved is considered to be important Ved. Then, Indriyana Manaschasmi, amongst all the Indriya, so Devanam Asti Vasava, amongst all all the gods, so many gods are there, Indradev, Agnidev, Varunadev, Chandradev, Yamaraj, that is Dharmaraj also. So all these different types of gods that we know about, amongst all the gods, who is Vasava, it is Indra Bhagwan. So he says, Indra Bhagwan is my Vibhuti. Yes, Indriyana Manaschasmi, amongst all the Indriya. Now from Indra Bhagwan, Devana Masti Vasavaha, so amongst all the gods, I am Indra, Shri Krishna says, and from Indra he goes to Indriya, Indriyana Manaschasmi, Indriyana Manaschasmi, amongst all the sense organs, I am Mana. The most man is what our mind. Where our mind is, there we are. So mind is what in the body there are pancha jnanendriya, pancha karmendriya. Totally there are 10 indriya, 10 sense organs, and the 11th one is the mind, which controls all of them. So all the senses, they all run behind this mind. Now, right now, in this meeting also, you all are looking at me. I believe that you all are listening to me. We are having a conversation, but where will our mind actually be? Where will are we actually listening or not? That depends on where our mind is. So it happens so many times, that we feel that we are looking. What happened with Shakuntala? Shakuntala was lost in thoughts of Dushyanta, and but she was looking in the direction from where Durvasa Rishi was coming. Now Durvasa Rishi, being Durvasa Rishi, he saw that she's looking at me. She has seen me and still not, respecting me, not welcoming me. But Shakuntala was a very pious lady. Obviously, she knew how to, respect the elders, how to worship great sages. She had knowledge of all these things. There was absolutely no doubt about it. But the mind was lost in thoughts of Dushyanta, and immediately Durvasa Rishi gave her that shrap. Whoever you are thinking, you are looking at me, but your mind is elsewhere. Whoever you are thinking of, where is your mind lost? So whoever you are thinking about will forget you. What we are learning Bhagavad Gita. The very crux, the very reason why this Bhagavad Gita has come. Why? Because Arjun was so mighty, so valorous, so brave, so courageous. But where has the problem been? Man became Vyakul. His mind has become feeble. His mind is lost. His mind is running away from the battlefield. What has happened? गांडीवं शंखते हस्ता तच्चैव परिदह्यते न च शक्नो व्यवस्थातुं भ्रमतीव च मे मनः. His mind is not cooperating, and that is why Arjun has landed in this situation. Thankfully, so we got the Bhagavad Gita. But this, wherever our mind goes, there all the Indriya will follow. So that is the reason amongst all these sense organs, Shri Krishna says, I am Man. I am the mind, Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Our very essence of our life is our capacity to live, our capacity to breathe, our prana shakti. This very reason that we are living is our prana shakti. So, two important things mentioned in this shlok, the mana and our prana shakti. Our mana is very important because where our mind is, tatra atma yatraiva mama yatraiva mana. Wherever my mind is, there my atma is. There I am actually present. So, the mind and our chetana, our very life element is right, is in the is the vibhuti of the Paramatma. Further, Shri Krishna continues, Rudranam Shankarashasmi Vittesho Yaksha Rakshatam Vasunam Papakaschasmi Virushikariha Maham. Now, coming to the Vibhutis mentioned in this 12 Aditya, we have seen earlier. See, in our scriptures, there are 33 Koti Devata. We have heard this word that there are 33 Koti Devata. Here, the word Koti, it means category. It does not mean crore. So, because of the lack of understanding about this word Koti, people misunderstand this whole concept. So, there are 33 types of Devata. Koti means categories or types. So, which are those 33 Koti Devatas? 12 Aditya, 11 Rudra, 8 Vasus, and 2 Ashwini Kumar. So, that totals to 33. So, among these 33 Koti Devatas, 12 Aditya, we have already seen amongst Aditya, the Vibhuti, and amongst Rudra, the 11 types of Rudra, Shri Krishna says, I am Shankar. Vittesho Yaksha Rakshasam. Yaksha is a category again. We all have heard about the different yonis. So many lakhs of yonis are there, so many types, so many different species. Among them, Yaksha is also a special type of yoni, special type of species where Vittesha, here the Lord of Wealth, he is the king, Kubera. Here it is referring to Kubera. Amongst the Yaksha, the king of Yaksha Rakshasam, the king of Yaksha and Rakshasa is Kuber. Vittesha. Vittesha refers to Kuber. Isha word refers to Lord and Vitta refers to wealth. So the Lord of wealth is Kuber. Among the Yaksha Rakshasas, he is Vibhuti that Shri Krishna mentions is Kuber. Vasuna Pavakaschasmi. Amongst the 8 Vasus, the stories of 8 Vasus we have come across in Mahabharata also. We also know that Bhishma Pitama in his previous birth, Vasu was, because the 8 Vasus together tried to steal the Kamadhenu from Muni, and then one of the Vasus who was the prime accused, you can say, in this act, it was he was given this sharp, he was cursed that he will have to spend life on this earth, and that Vasu was nobody else but Bhishma Pitama. But amongst all the 8 Vasus, the Sri Krishna says, I am Pavaka. So that is also referred to as Agni Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meru Shikhari Namam. Amongst all the different peaks, I am the Meru Parvat. Meru Parvat, it is it is one of the most pious pious peaks in our scriptures. It is also considered, it is considered as the central peak of entire known geography. It is a golden peak. It is believed to be a golden peak. So Meru Shikhari Namaham. It is also considered a very pious place, a very holy place. It is Tirtha Roop, and it is also very prosperous. So this peak, as per our scriptures, you will see most of the scriptures have originated there. All the Santa, all the sages, they are believed to have great conversation, intellectual conversation, satsang on this particular peak. And that is why not just golden by prosperity, but golden also by spiritual knowledge. So Meru Shikari Namaham. Further Shri Krishna says, Purodasam cha mukhyam mao vidhi partha brahaspatim Senani namaham skandha sarasam asmi sagara. Amongst the Purohits, amongst the people who do worship, all the pujaris, amongst all the priests, I am Brihaspati. There are so many priests, so many pujaris, but who can be greater than the pujari, than the priest of all the gods, that is Brihaspati. Then Senani, a god's army is led by whom? It is led by Skanda. Skanda, Kartika Swami is Skanda basically. So he is the Senapati of all the gods. He is the one who has eliminated Tarkasur, and all the army of gods is considered to be victorious because of this Kartika Swami. This is he is known as Skanda. So Skandas Senani Namham Skanda. Amongst all the Senani means amongst all the army personnel, all the leaders of the army, I am amongst all the Senanis, I am Skanda. So his vibhuti amongst all the leaders of the army is considered, he is Kartik Swami. Sarasam Asmi Sagara. Amongst all the water bodies, who is the vibhuti? Sagara. All the water bodies in this entire universe, among all the water bodies, Shri Krishna says that my vibhuti is Sagara, that is the ocean. Now, the moment we look at ocean, this, as per our scriptures, it is mentioned that whenever you see a sea or when you see this beautiful water bodies, when you see these oceans, the moment you see, you have to do the pranam. Why? Because all the tirtha are present there. All the holy waters, Ganga, Yamuna, all waters are going to get accumulated where? In this ocean. Sagare Sarva Tirthani. That means all the pious water bodies whom we worship, their presence ultimately culminates there in the ocean, and that is why we cannot go to all the tirtha, all the pious places, all these pious water bodies one by one. But Samudra is one place, Sagar is one place where all the tirtha are residing, and that is why Shri Krishna says amongst all the water bodies, my vibhuti is what? Is Sagar. It's the ocean. And next vibhuti is very beautiful. Maharshinam Briguraham Hiramasnekamaksharam Yajnanaindapayatnosmisthavarana Himalaya. A very important, beautiful vibhuti. Maharshinam Dhrigaraham, amongst all the Maharshis, amongst now this it is a very beautiful vibhuti. I think we should take it in the next class just because I said the shlok. I'll repeat this shlok in the next session also. Very beautiful, very important vibhuti here. Amongst all the Maharshis, I am Bhrigu Muni, and there is a very beautiful story about why Bhrigu Maharshi. Why Bhrigu was very, very special. He is considered the most respected rishi amongst all the rishis. There is a beautiful story of Bhrigu Maharshi, which we will see next time. Amongst all the akshar, again, Giramasme Kamaksharam. I am the only the syllable Om. Giramasme Kamaksharam. This Shabd Om. So all these are important vibhutis. Yajnanam Japayajnosmi Stavaranam Himalaya, very important vibhutis. We will take them from in the next session. We will be covering all these important vibhutis. I didn't look at the time, and that's how I started, but from 25th shlok, we will start in the next session. With that, I offer this entire discourse at the lotus feet of Param Pujya Gurudev, with whose blessings we get to experience this beautiful chapter. Hari Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Gurave Namaha. Thank you so much for the patient listening, all of you.
Thank you, Didi. We extend a heartfelt gratitude to respected Shraddha Didi for such a profound and enlightening interpretation of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. A lucid exposition offered a remarkably clear and comprehensive understanding of Gita Ji, making its timeless wisdom accessible and deeply meaningful to all. Today's session beautifully reminded us, Didi, that greeting with Ram Ram is not merely a salutation but conscious remembrance of the Rama Tattva within. If anyone still has any doubts or queries regarding the same, kindly raise your hands and respected Didi, with her expertise, will provide us further clarity on this subject. Ram R.M. Thakur ji.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी.
जय श्री कृष्ण भैया.
एक्चुअली यू वर आस्किंग ना, जाने तुम्हें तुम्हें हो जाई. वो आई हैव रिटन इन द चैट बॉक्स ना, आई थॉट दैट यू विल रीड इट. भगवान जिसको जानना चाहते हैं, जनाना चाहते हैं अपने बारे में, ओनली दोज पर्संस कैन नो हिम.
जाने देही जनाई.
हाँ, सोई जाने देही जनाई, जाने तुम्हें तुम्हें हो जाई.
करेक्ट. translating between Hindi and English, वो उसमें मेरा मिस हुआ है.
So actually we are late to join this Gita, madam. But anyway, God think that I should also know him something, about it. So with all your grace, you are telling us we are able to understand something, part of it, not fully, but part of it we are able to understand. Thank you, Didi. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nobody is late. We have a long way. Even after this birth, we'll all connect with the same Bhagavad Gita, and we'll be connecting with over next life, and next life it will go on. So late and early is a very relative term, if you ask
me. Someone by the name of Samsung SM.
And requesting them to turn on the video first, and then
yeah, kindly please put on the video Samsung SM M127G and kindly rename yourself as well.
You can turn on the video for a moment, and then video Bhaiya will spotlight you, and you can ask the question.
Please unmute yourself, Samsung. Please unmute. Didi, he's just risen the hands, I guess. If you're hearing us, kindly unmute yourself.
Not able to unmute her. I'm sending the request. Okay.
Didi, if you permit, can we go ahead in the session?
Yes, sure, Didi, no problem.
Okay. A gentle reminder that we have a new L1 session coming up at the end of Jan, and also do participate in Gita Olympiad. We all want great results. So now I take this moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to our dedicated technical support team led by Srinivas Ji, and to everyone who's working diligently behind the scenes. Your silent yet steadfast efforts, meticulous coordination, and unwavering commitment have ensured the smooth and graceful conduct of this program would not have been possible without your invaluable support. As we pause together in this sacred moment, let us all offer our hearts in the prayer, seeking divine grace to kindly lead us into the prayer, for which I would like to invite Neetu Verma ji. Didi has joined Gita Pariwar in July 2025. She's from Pune, Maharashtra, giving seva as a technical star, group coordinator, and calling seva. Didi, kindly take the prayer. Neetu Didi.
These are some technical issue from the ending prayer. You please take the ending prayer.
Okay, yes, Didi. Neetu Verma, Didi, take the prayer. She's come. Didi, kindly unmute yourself. Gulakati Bhaiya, Didi cannot unmute herself. Or can you do it at your end?
Yes, send her the request also. Send her the request also.
Okay. No worries. I shall take the prayer. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Rajapriyam Dharma Samsthapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Thank you all for being such great participants for today's session. Without your support, this session wouldn't have been such a great success. So similarly, remain joined for Hanuman Chalisa, where fear dissolves and courage takes its stand. There flows the grace of Lord Hanumanji's guiding hand, bestower of strength, wisdom, and inner might. He leads every seeker from darkness to the light. We humbly request all of you to stay prayerfully aligned as we listen to the sacred Hanuman Chalisa and receive the divine blessings of Sun and Wind God.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा गानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
Bask in the energy that is created in this session by the interpretation of our respected Shraddha Didi. Till again we meet next week for the same kind of divine energy. Till then, Jai Shri Krishna.